Well, hello and welcome to another Vanover Collective collaboration video. And this month, we're going to be talking about 3 sites that we've been to in the last 12 months that we like, recommend, and, think that maybe you would like to go to as well. So we're going to talk about 3 of our favourite sites, and in no particular order either. If you're watching this, please watch the other Vanover Collective videos as well. And if you haven't done so already, please consider subscribing. Anyway, let's get on with it. We're Marc and Vee, and this is our adventures. So the first place we're going to talk about, remember we live in Cornwall, so we're going to tell you a few of the Cornish secrets now. Some of the better sites we like. So please don't go to them. The first one we're going to talk about is down on the Lizard Peninsula, and it's a place called Namparra. Now, if you were to look it up on one of these camping websites, such as pitchup.com, you're going to see quite a lot of poor reviews, and I think that's unfair. I really do think it's unfair. It's a basic site. It is a very basic site, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's simple showers, simple toilets, but it's not that makes the site. The site is just really quite free and easy, if that's a way to describe it, isn't it? And it sort of the owners let you get on with what you want to do, and they don't interfere too much. Doesn't mean to say it gets rowdy and really unruly down there, but
it does when we're there.
Well, it does, yeah. Maybe when we're there with our friends, it does a little bit, yeah.
You could be prepared to. There'll be a bit of noise. Quite a few young people camp there.
Yeah,
young people's camps. They're all in tents. So it's very free and easy. So if that's not what you want, then
it's probably not what you want. But the great thing about it as well is it's in a black sky area. And if you don't know what a black sky area is, it's where there's not much light pollution, or none at all. And if you go down there on one of those balmy summer nights, the stars are absolutely amazing. And I did take some photographs a while back when we were down there, and I'll try and include one just so you can see. I don't know what the quality is going to be like, but it'll give you an idea of how starry it was when we were down there. And the great thing about being down in that area on Namparra is the walks that are available to you as well, isn't it?
Yeah, there's lots of coastal walks. And if you're not a big walker, you can get a bus back. Buses are like every half an hour.
And they're really cheap as well, aren't they?
Really cheap. It's £2 to go anywhere in Cornwall nowadays.
Yeah.
So and you can. Well, we often go to the Lizard, which is a really nice place. Lots of nice little shops, cafes, right out to the Lizard Point.
And one of the best pasty shops in Cornwall.
Yeah.
I forget Anne's Pasties, that's right, yeah. Probably
best Cornish accent.
Probably the best Cornish pasty shop in the county, I think. And also you got some nice beaches there as well. You got
it's the beach immediately by the campsite. Well, I say immediately. It's about 3/4 of a mile walk.
Yeah.
And it is quite steep, so be prepared if you don't want to walk back up the hill. Maybe take your car down with your bicycle, electric bike, whatever you've got.
Yeah, there's a car park down there.
Quite a walk back up again.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a cafe right on the beach as well. But there's no dogs on the first beach, I believe. You can only take dogs on the second.
Can you remember the name of the beach?
The beach is
Kenwick Sands. Kenwick Sands. Yeah. There we are. I had to think about that one there.
And apparently you can find blue topaz there in the pathways. We've never found any. But,
we've looked and we've looked hard, yeah. But I do know people who've said they found it, so it's people I trust as well, so that you probably can find it if you look. What else can we?
Well, the other things about the website, the campsite, are there is a pub on site which sells really cheap beer because the owner's got a license. So, but be prepared. It is it is like your local pub.
Yeah, it's very much so. Yeah, karaoke,
just lots of board games in there you can choose to play. But it's in an old cowshed, so it's shelter out of the rain if you want somewhere altogether. And they do food as well. I think their Friday night is pizza night.
Yeah.
So
they were good pizzas as well.
Quite good.
Yeah.
If that's not your cup of tea, around the corner is a really nice little pub.
Yeah, I forget the name of the pub, but I will put the name of it below so you know it. And the owner's great there, and
The
they
pub
have
doesn't-
karaoke on Friday nights, is it?
I think the owner's happy to do karaoke any night because it's his favourite thing in the world.
It is, isn't it? Yeah.
But it's a nice little pub, really friendly locals in there. Don't sell food, however. Across the road is a little Thai takeaway, run from a van, so you can get your Thai food, and the owner's more than happy for you to take your food in the pub. So that's ideal, really.
Yeah. And I will honestly say that it's probably the best Thai food I've tasted in this country. It is absolutely brilliant. She is an excellent cook, isn't she?
Yeah, I mean, there's a little bit of waiting time sometimes, but it's literally just 100 yards from the pub. So it's perfect, really. It's not much else there in Cougar, but it's a nice little area.
It's a great place to chill. It is a great place to chill. Well, so that's our first campsite, and thinking of the campsites we've been to, I suppose the next one we've got to talk about really is Anchor Barrow. I think Anchor Barrow is probably an excellent website for many reasons.
Campsite.
Anchor Barrow is an absolutely brilliant campsite for many reasons. First of all, it is just up above Perranporth.
I think the best reason is really clean.
It's really clean.
It is the probably the second cleanest campsite you'll ever go to in Cornwall. It's just everything is immaculately clean. The owners live on site during camping season. It's only open in the summer. And they're just really nice people. They'll sit and chat to you. Again, they've got a cow shed with big tables where you can go and meet up with your friends or new friends.
Yeah, we've made lots of new friends there as well, haven't we? Yeah.
We're often there for Eurovision weekend, so we tend to watch Eurovision with everybody on the campsite.
Which is quite fun,
It's a bit pants, but it's fun.
It's fun. I wouldn't say I enjoy the music. But also, we try to get down there for the Tunes in the Dunes weekend as well. Because if you have a little bit of local knowledge, you'll know that if you go on Perranporth Beach, you can actually listen to the bands and sometimes see the bands from the beach without actually going in.
Yeah, it's quite nice to take a picnic with you, sit on the beach.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. And Perranporth Beach is such a beautiful beach to go in if the weather's good as well. And you've also got the town. There's lots of little shops here as well, isn't there?
Yeah, you could easily spend half a day just wandering around the shops. I mean, it's mainly sort of touristy shops.
Yeah.
But nice little knicky-knack shops.
But if you're coming down to Cornwall, you're going to want to buy some mementos, and it's the perfect place to buy the mementos.
Yeah. And it's, again, a place where you can go for lots of coastal walks. So you can walk into Perranporth. It takes about 35-40 minutes.
Yeah,
But it is a really steep coastal path going down into Perranporth, or you've got to walk down the road, and some of it's no pavements.
That's very true, yeah.
So if you're not keen on that, there's a bus stop right outside the campsite, which again, I think it was £2 to go up and down on the bus.
I think Cornwall do some strange thing during the summer when it's £2 all day or something.
£2 to go anywhere.
Yeah. £2 for a return ticket. Don't quote me on that because they might have changed it now, but it was.
From there you can go anywhere as well. So we like St Agnes, which is further along the coast, and we often walk to St Agnes, which is a fair walk, probably a couple of hours, coastal path. Very much up and down. So you need a fairly good level of fitness.
And you also need a good set of shoes, unless you're V, and then you just use flip-flops.
Flip-flops if you're a mountain goat like me. And water. Make sure you take plenty of water.
Yes, because there's
nothing.
Yeah, there's absolutely nothing between Perranporth and St Agnes, so you do need water because cliffs get very, very hot. The sun seems to burn into you there, doesn't it?
And St Agnes again, lots of nice little pubs, places to go and get food.
And there's that lovely tea shop in there with all the plates and cups.
Yes. Oh, it's just like a really old-fashioned little tea shop where you get a cup of tea and a slice of cake for next to nothing. And there's the whole place is decorated with teacups.
Yeah, and I think I've got a photo of that, so I'll include the photo there now so you can see that as well. And if you get the chance to go there, it doesn't seat many people. I reckon if it seats 10 people in there, that's probably going to be heaving. So don't tell too many people about it so you can get in.
Lots of nice little sort of antique shops, second-hand shops, if that's your thing. In St Agnes, it's quite a nice little village feeling.
It is, yeah.
And then you can get the bus back to the campsite rather than another 2.5 hour walk.
Absolutely. It does get a little bit windy on the campsite though. If it's renowned, that area, for wind coming in off the sea. So if you catch the weather at the wrong time, we've been down on a August bank holiday weekend, and the sea mist come in and you couldn't see more than about 50 yards, could you?
Yeah, and you be careful if the weather's good as well, because you end up with windburn.
As one of our friends knows.
Friends end up with windburn. So just make sure you shelter from the wind a little bit.
Yeah. That's a lovely site as well, and I couldn't rate either of them above each other, because they both offer so many different things in different parts of Cornwall as well. And of course, either one of those sites you can travel off on to further parts into Cornwall on the bus, like we're saying, so you experience more.
The next site is your upper class campsites. It's part of the Tranquility campsites.
That's right, yes, it is.
And they've got the highest rating, this campsite, that you can get. And it is immaculate. Everything about the place is immaculate, clean and tidy.
Yeah. Every blade of grass is absolutely
The owners
perfect.
are a couple called Josie and Steve, really lovely couple. And you'll see them around the campsite.
They welcome you in
with their dog. They come out and they make a point of coming out to say hello to you. I think it's only about 19 pictures.
Yeah, there's not very many
pictures.
pictures.
So it's quite small, and there's no children allowed. So if you've got children, I'm really sorry, they can't go to that campsite. Yeah. But it's quite nice for us during the summer holidays, because obviously it gets really busy in Cornwall. So if you want a bit of peace and quiet, it's really lovely.
And they tend to be quieter in some ways during the summer holidays, although at the same time they can be busy.
The type of people that like to camp there wouldn't come to Cornwall in the summer holidays.
Yeah, very possibly, yeah. So if you're looking for somewhere in the summer holidays and you don't have children, give them a look at. Did we say what the name was?
Killiwerris Touring Park. It's a bit of a mouthful.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
And it's near Truro.
We'll put links down below for all of these sites anyway, so just in case you decide you want to go and have a look at them.
Near Truro, there's not much to do in the local area, but there's lots and lots of dog walks if you've got a dog, or have a walk without a dog. There's a couple of nice little towns within walking distance. Yeah. Nice few little pubs locally.
There's a lot of wildlife as well. We saw wild deer the last time we were there, in the field right opposite the park, and I think the deer actually came into the bottom of the park, didn't it?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, and we wandered over the lane to the other field, and we watched a deer just running around having a whale of a time. It's great to watch.
But you're not very far from the north coast of Cornwall. It's 10 to 15 minutes drive, pretty much, Perranporth and all that sort of area.
Well, they're very central in the sort of mid-Cornwall, aren't they? So everywhere's within reach from
them. Shopping in Truro. Truro's a lovely place to visit. We've never done it before, but I'm sure there's local buses nearby that you could get.
There must be, there must be. Even if you walk down into the local town, there'll be buses down there. That is 3 sites that we would highly recommend, amongst many others that we've attended in Cornwall as well. But these 3 sites are ones we've gone to this year, and there's a very, very good chance we'll probably at some stage during the year, if we got time, we'll go back to one of them, if not all of them.
We'll probably go back to all 3 of them because they are our favourites.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you go into new places, you're not sure whether you're going to like it, so you tend to stick in a few of your own favourites all the time.
Absolutely, yeah.
I don't think those 3 particular sites would never be bored of.
No, that's definitely we would never be bored of it. Although you've got to be careful you don't fall into the trap of not adventuring into new places as well. Yeah. So that's always the thing. Safe is nice, but sometimes it's just got to push yourself a little bit extra. Anyway, thank you for watching this video, and before we finish as well, we've got to wish you a happy new year, because it is January the 3rd today, isn't it?
It is. 2nd.
January the 2nd.
January the 2nd.
Christmas. Wow. It's gone so quickly. And so that brings us to an end. And like I said earlier in the video, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please consider subscribing to the channel. And if you haven't watched the other guys in the Van Over Collective, please consider going and having a look at their videos now. We've all got different opinions. We're all from different parts of the UK, and I know a couple of the guys are in Europe at the moment as well, so I'm sure there's going to be some European campsites to see as well. So thanks for watching, and please subscribe to our channel to see us adventure more, because we're doing a few exciting things this year. You'll find out more about that. And just in case you don't realise, we've now got a blog up and running, which is on footstepstiretracks.com, and we've also just launched our merchandise shop, and we hopefully will have some t-shirts to show you in a video very soon. So thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you very soon. Bye.